Hey, back to lurking.
It's the grandfather clock.
Hey,
Brownie, why you backing it up on me? Brownie was backing it up on me. Where's Peros?
Oh.
He was backing that thing up on me.
I was trying to get out of the way.
Held up by backing it up on me?
Bro, this is some BS, bro.
Here, have that. Blow you up. That was funny. I'm sorry, Pipples.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Here we go again. Oh, well, hi. I didn't mean to have the camera on. There we go. I'm tired. I look like doo-doo. I spent the first very big chunk of the day rebuilding the deck some more. So I'm tired. I'm not having the camera on today. So we're just gonna, y'all have to deal with my cute little PNGer. So yeah, you know what? I feel like having a chill day, and I was thinking about doing I was looking at, like, I'm sitting here before stream, wanting to start stream, and looking through like things to build for Magic. So fuck it, let's do a stream where we build Magic decks. That's the plan now today. Ugh, goddamn, I gotta reactivate. Hold on. That used to be working. The stream deck I had to reauthorize the stream deck again. Yeah, we're doing some magic building today. That's what we're doing. So we're gonna pull this over here. And our window stream. There you are. And bam! Look at that. We already got everything set up here to work on it. I don't know. I just feel like building some. I feel like building some Magic decks, and I don't really know what I want to build. I haven't built, so I have a thing where I build decks from like every set. That's just a thing I do because I like to deck build. That's a thing I like to do. Like, there's the Strixhaven decks I built. These are the Marvel decks I've built so far. Yeah, I built Turtles, that's Strixhaven, Marvel. I haven't built any Hobbit decks. I haven't looked at. This isn't out yet. A bunch of new mystery things, but they fully spoiled Hobbit, so we're looking at Hobbit cards today. And also some of the other Marvel characters. These ones I thought looked fun. I like the concept of this card. The whole like multicolor matters, but like if I'm going to build this deck, I might as well build the other deck I was where's he at? There he is. If I was going to build that deck, I might as well build the other deck I wanted to build that has the exact same concept of multicolor matters, where it's him instead of, you know, she does damage every time you cast a spell that has with multiple colors. There's any spell, and he gets unique effects for each color. So if I want to build one of those two, I'm probably going to build him. So she's probably going to go off my list of cards that I'm building. And this was neat. I thought 5-color Impulse deck would be interesting. I just clicked on these guys to look at them. I haven't looked at them yet. Kind of scrolling through. I never build like the top ones. Usually, like I don't like building like super popular stuff. Is that weird? So this one seems fun. I kind of want to build bears. But I think my buddy built bears. Didn't he already build bears? Let me check. Hold on. Let me check my group chat. Yeah, he already built that deck. So I'm not going to build that deck. On a goblin orc army you control, the great goblin deals 2 damage to target opponent. Whenever another goblin orc army you control dies, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card. I like the army mechanic. I like the what's it called? Amass. I like the amass mechanic. I wanted to build a deck with that before Lord of the Rings the first Lord of the Rings came out. And there's just not enough. There wasn't enough cards of that. Oh, let's get some music. That's the other thing I was going to do. I was going to play some music on today. We're playing the Magic the Gathering official soundtrack for Streets of New Capenna.
Family means business. If something needs fixing, by yourself you'd get beat.
Spent all day that I wasn't building the deck, building my D&D character tomorrow. I'm playing a new character. Playing a giant orc thaumaturge woman. Let's see. So I like the amass. Maybe we'll look into the Great Goblin, because I like the amass mechanic. So I feel like there'd probably be a better. If I just wanted to build an amass deck, there'd probably be a better option, right? I mean, obviously he is the best. Huh, I guess I never looked at him. You can do some interesting. I see. You can do some interesting stuff with. Okay, but hold on. We'll go over it. Again, I don't like to build the. I rarely build the best version of any deck. This card is insanely good. It's literally slapping 2 of the most powerful effects in blue and white onto 1 card. Fucking, I saw the professor's video about that. It's like, oh, do you want a fucking, Anointed Procession, basically? Anointed Procession plus fucking Teferi's Time Twister on 1 card. Doesn't that sound great? Increase the number of response control. Whenever you cast a spell, if mana from a treasure was spent, cast it, you can draw a card and lose a life. I mean, treasure decks are just, they're just treasure decks. What's anything in your hand costs one less whenever attacks. This is an interesting effect mechanic, a hone counter. Which is just knife different. Cards. Why, you fools. You can use like a flying typal deck, even though flying's not a type, of course, but not just equipment. Like the dwarves are just equipment, and I'm not the biggest fan of equipment decks. Like all the dwarves seem to be all about equipment. You cast a non-creature spell, Gandalf is okay, you can do some interesting spell slinger, Gandalf aggro, which would be funny. Almost, he's like prowess with a ping, which is an interesting. You could do some really fun stuff with that. Real broken stuff, I should say. As long as you have enduring story artifacts, creatures, you control have ward 1. Yeah, this thing makes so much mana. Like a ridiculous. It may if you untap with it, give yourself haste. You don't have to untap with it. But if you untap with it, you get 9 mana from these fuckers. So wheel every fucking time you play a dwarf. That's interesting. Dwarf triggers, so double dwarf triggers. The chief wall. Whenever you attack, while you control a creature power 4 or greater, you draw a card in each life. That's interesting. That's ferocious, I believe. Yeah, duh. So it's fucking ferocious around the fucking card. I'm stupid. Oh, wifey's on her way home. Pull the dogs out. BRB. Okay, I'm back. Okay. But yeah, I don't know what I'm building here. I'm just kind of like looking. Anyone has any things they'd like to see, or any questions about Magic, or anything really? If you got a question, just ask. I'm always happy to talk about what I'm doing. Yeah, today's just random deck building day. I built a deck today, so we're gonna build some decks today. Doesn't that sound? I'm weird. What was I doing? Reading cards. That's what I was doing. Dumbass. Ooh. Yeah. Mill 4 cards. I'm not a big fan of mill. Self-mill, I should say. Choose odd or even. Whenever opponent casts a spell with mana value, you can choose one. Hasn't been chosen. See, this is so niche. Like, I hate the, you know, this turn would be much better. But like, oh, you get these 3 effects, which are neat when people cast spells. But I guess he's only at 2 costs. That's why. He's just like, I don't know. It's like, oh, he becomes a 4/2. Each opponent drains for 2. And then you draw a card, and that's it. That's all he does. He's done. He's then a dead card. Then he's just a 4/2 vanilla at that point. Creature draw a card. The ability activates only once each turn. It does not say accept mana abilities, so you can just tap a mana dork and draw a card. That's pretty good. And then remember the second wagons may sacrifice another creature. Artifact do draw. Every second token drain. Hang. Player send card each turn, but plus one counter on target creature gains lifelink until turn. That's pretty neat. Lifelink is, you know, always fun. Creature if you do, ball deals power to that creature. Equal to that creature's power to another target creature. It excess damage is dealt amass X goblins or excess the excess damage. Okay. That's interesting. That'd be fun with some amass nonsense. It just links up to one target card. What's Craver each one will just do live. Okay. I guess you could do some neat stuff with that, but we're down to the cards that just don't work as commanders. 3 decks. I mean, I could, but we're just gonna scroll past all these guys. Alright, we got down here Smog. Blind, Destructible Haste. Whenever Smog is dealt non-combat damage, create that many treasures. Okay, so you could do like some self-burn on him. That's neat. That's an interesting concept. Do a lot of like damage board wipes, basically. Do a lot of like Blast Axe. Like, there's no way you're not playing Blast Act. Biohemia? Yeah, that's just... Isn't that infinite? That goes infinite immediately. Whenever Smog is dealt non-combat damage, create that many treasures. Yeah, so you pay 1 to deal damage to get a treasure, to sack the treasure, to pay 1 to deal the damage, to sack the treasure, to pay... Yeah, that's the same thing with this one. Pestilence and Pyrohemia are just infinite combos with infinite sack triggers. It's an open-ended, alt or loop or whatever, because there's no like payoff. But you know, combined with the gold span, you have infinite treasure, or infinite mana, positive mana. Oh, okay, all right. I've gotta build Smaug now. This is just so fun. I want to fucking ping. I have to ping Smaug for 20 damage so that I can just for the fucking bit. I gotta do it, right? Like, there's no way I can't do that. Alright, Smaug's getting built 100%. Even though he's, of course, the main... Like, I never like building the #1 card, because everyone builds it, but... Measure other doors as long as you control. For each artifact you control... Oh, that's gonna be some crazy shit. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may cast an instant or sorcery spell with mana extra less from your hand without paying mana cost or excess twice the number of legendary wizards you control. Okay, interesting. You can do some wizard typal. Whenever a wolf you control enters, put 2+ counters on Chief of War. If an ability of another wolf or boundary control triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. Okay. I like wolves. Wizard typal sounds interesting. Okay, I got a couple here that are sounding kind of cool. Whenever Bane attacks, he deals damage with the number of dwarves you control to each opponent. It's neat. Dwarf typal's always kind of cool. But again, all the dwarves are like equipment based, and I'm just not a big equipment deck guy for the most part. I have a couple decks that are equipment decks, but it's just elf ball go burr. Jesus Christ. 3 correct lands control. Oh, okay. That's... Oh, okay. Okay. That's neat. On your turn, goblins and orcs you control get +2/+2 on the turn. Target you just -1 until end turn. Neat. Combine that with that fucking bird. Elements armies control trample. Yeah. 2 tunes have their creatures control equals pull. Whenever you attack, draw a card. Yeah. Whenever dwarf control deals damage to a player or battle, create 2 treasure tokens. For 10 creatures you control get double strike. Okay. He's okay. Okay, so that's where we're sitting for those. Let's go look at Mystery Booster. This is fully released, right? This has some interesting cards. The main one I'm interested in is there he is. Group Hug one. That one seemed interesting to me, so I'm gonna put that over there for now. This one's just crab. Homer the Hermit. Just this device number of all them, whatever another non-token ooze creature you control dies, create 2 copies that are oozes. This is some nutty shit right here. Double death or double ETB triggers or double death triggers for everything. Equipment being living weapons is neat. So this basically puts imprint on any of your fucking your cantrips. I will BRB, guys. The wifey just got here.
Okay, it did. Okay, good.
Yeah. All 4 mines are done.
Hero.
What?
Positivity.
Oh, I'm positive she won't make it.
No, there's another cutscene. Damn
I
it.
didn't say there was 2.
Fuck y'all. The ghouls come marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. The ghouls come marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. They're marching into my fist now and getting whacked, and then they go down, 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 hell.
Twiggy, come to the car, quick!
No, never.
You gonna go try to beat him to death with your fucking chains? Oh, you got a gun. I know you had a gun.
I literally just picked it up on there. There's his friend. It's like 78.
Got him. Well,
I told you, we're fine.
Don't frown at me, backpack, okay? Listen, I'm trying to get to the top. Alright, listen, I understand you're disappointed. We haven't made it to the peak yet. We're gonna do this. We got this. Alright, Mr. Backpack? Yeah, we got this. I'm sure we'll be fine. Yeah.
Whoopsie!
Well, time to try to Kobe. Get that 4% chance. You got it. 4%. 4%. I got the 4% chance. There's a pressure plate for their doors. What the fuck? What's up with my doors? What is my door doing?
Or if you go to the sky. Well, you have to start on. You have to get to second hook before you can go to the sky. So. All right, Bill. It's your first hook.
oh! Ah! Go! see what happened there?
I like the shining bright.
Right there. Right on the fridge.
Hello.
I mean, not to sound super, you know, but Tweety was very upset about her role, which makes me feel like she was a killer.
He's laughing.
I missed the
Look,
entire
Okay.
role selection thing.
Like you know
I'm
me,
back.
okay? You don't know me.
I mean, my
It's not
plan.
like we've been playing with you every single week.
Oh, and I said, hey, yeah, 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 yeah.
You're just a little scared. With every choice you make, you feel a bit more.
Okay. So yeah, this turns all your cantrips into imprint cards. Is that what they were called? I think they're imprints. They're called. I don't know. I've got one of them in my. I've run a few of them. I've got one in my a Mech Titan deck. There it is. Yeah, Cipher. That's effect. Whenever you make this card, creature deals combat damage to a player's controller may cast a copy encoded without paying its mana cost. That's basically just doing that for any 1 mana value card. You can do some Swords to Plowshare, Brainstorm, fucking... any land cards. Oh, it's hard to reach planes. You control dark art. This is an interesting, again, interesting colors matter kind of thing, except for its lands matter. You have no speed. It starts at 1. Yeah. Whenever attacks, creatures you control get +1 to 0. Start of combat each turn with first strike. You control the first strike or double strike. Okay, hold on. Whenever he attacks, creatures you control get +1 to 0 to end turn for each creature you control with first or double strike. He has Death Touch, and other creatures you control have first strike. Okay, so you could do some. I got a mono white deck that everything in the deck has first strike, so you can just make some crazy. Just run all the first strike. Yep, especially in fucking it's white. You run. You definitely are gonna run. What's his head? Quede. Gwende? Where's he at? Yep, there he is. Gwende. Pride of Bimaref. Whatever. He's the commander I run. I call it my fucking first strike typal deck. Again, not actually typal, but I call them typal decks. Like my flying typal deck. But we're not gonna. That's neat. I already have a deck with a similar concept, so. Lucian, a deck with this man, creature card mana, there's 7 or greater. Or any limiting color whenever you attack. Creature control me. That's just a neat, just big boys matter. This is just every one of your fucking. You just cast this over and over and over and discover bigger cards every time. That's. What's the point of that? I guess some power matter stuff. Okay, like things that sacrifice, of course. Creatures 4 or greater. So you can do some ferocious stuff with it, I guess. Yeah, I guess it's for ferocious. That's, and then do the sacrifice nonsense. Yeah, because I did this. I run this deck right here. The Ziatora. Interesting concept. This, I kind of want to run. Just because I want to run the Nephilims. And of course, Changelings, because there's not enough Nephilims to... Whenever a Nephilim is talking to search your library for a Nephilim card, reveal it, put it during the shuffle, Nephilim you control Nephilim for each other Nephilim you control, and can be blocked by mono other creatures. Legendary, target creature time. Off this turn, yep. Because the Nephilim were neat, you know. They're all pretty terrible, if I remember correctly, but they're neat. Problem is, yeah, you're just basically gonna run a bunch of changelings, right? Well, that's what you have to run. Because you only have 5 creatures. 6 if you count your commander that fit the, like, you know, fit what you need. So you're either running changelings or clones. Why Spellslinger? Why is Spellslinger like the top type of deck? Whenever a player plays against their source of spell, target copy them. Okay. Ooh. Okay, you could run some fun clone stuff with that. Because none of them are legendary. Does play count as copy? Or does copying a spell count as playing a spell? Built a deck this morning, so now I'm building decks. They're so pretty. Wifey's here. I have my camera off, so. Just copy spell playing. Playing. Okay, so no, copying does not count as playing because I have different play. Because it's not. I know casting a. I know. I know. Copying a spell isn't casting it. Okay, actually, I might do this with some cloning. Instead of doing changeling, we might do some clone nonsense here. No, there was no mail. I checked it when I got home from taking you a sody. Ding. Hello, Facebook. I sent you like 3 things. Yeah, I think we're gonna build this with clones. I think that's what we're gonna do with that. Okay. That's another add to the list. We're not building all these today, obviously, but they're going into the bookmark of cool commanders. Whenever that Jester, God-capped Jester attacks each opponent, access a card, whenever a spell and ability opponent causes out from the opponent's library, you may play those. Your upkeep exile the top 3 cards of library, each opponent greater than those numbers are revealed. Choose an opponent with the highest number. That much damage to them, and they may cast the spell from one of those cards without paying a mana cost. You may put a card from among the cards that wasn't consistent into your hand. That's very interesting. No, to whenever this creature is saddled, control attacks, +2, so turn, draw a card, create a food. Interesting. Thank you. Whenever enters or attacks for each opponent, put an odor counter on target. Those up to you, so. Interesting that the effect continues, because it gives them an effect. Black Lotus token. Fucking hilarious. Demonstrate. Interesting. Give everyone copies of your stuff. Just to get 2 copies yourself. That's the Cats and Zombies. This one's funny. I actually ran this. I actually have a curse deck. It's fucking terrible, but I've got it. Color, then you spend mana. Or a spell this turn, create a 1/1 red gremlin, discard your hand, then draw cards equal to twice the number of auras you control. For each aura attached to you, attach it to an opponent of your choice. Interesting. But he's mono red, so he's just not great for like a curse deck. Oh no, wait, you can have any aura of any color identity. I forgot. He's a rule breaker too. Have any angels? That's the other one. Whenever a creature you control with shadow does not extra player, draw a card. Shadow counter on another creature. That's crazy. Being able to give shadow to any creature. But I guess it's not that crazy because you can give any creature. You can always give any creature an unblockable, you know. So. Any artifact, creature, equipment, any color identity. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, for a spell you may copy that spell. Okay. Whenever face down creature attacks one of your opponents, it can't be blocked this combat. Manifest top card of your library. Any player may activate this ability, but only as a sorcery to manifest card. So you can anyone can make face down creatures, and they're unblockable. Oh, one of your opponents. Okay. You gotta find ways to flip them, right? Okay, just run a bunch of creatures. You can do some neat stuff with that, but it's mono blue, so. Gorgeous girl. She's the bestest girl in the whole entire world. That's neat. Hey, draw 4 cards and I get to cast one for free. Or make my dude bigger. Tap token. Yeah, that's neat. This is definitely going any dice deck. Love you, Vestus.
Back up and please don't fall off the deck. Okay. It's okay.
Great. 2 birds. Draw a card. You may put a permanent 4-less on mana value in your hand. Great. Fenric Ferris's ban token. Create a 1 of 2. Yeah, put a little 2 on each planeswalker. Look at the top 6 cards of your library. Make a real planeswalker card. Basic planes card among them. Create a. So is he Selesnian color identity or is he mono white? No, he's mono white. So, as a reminder text does not. Yeah, so him creating green tokens is irrelevant to his color identity of white. This is an interesting concept. You just cast real big shit and counter it? Yeah. You're running Merfolk Typal, but you're just countering your own big spells, I guess. Just the biggest, dumbest spells you can cast to, you know, not actually cast them. And whenever a creature in opponent controls dies, but 2. That's an interesting one. Lifelink, if you would gain life, gain twice that much life. Whenever he dies, create life in your black card first, 13 days. And if you, 20% player, would lose life, they lose twice as much instead. Okay. And deals combat damage to a player who doesn't have. They may discard their hand. If they do, they draw 7 cards and get a contract counter. They have a contract counter. When they lose a game for each artifact creature, that's an interesting concept. It's like, hey, you want to draw 7 cards? And when you die, I just get all your shit. Control enters, lose 5 game for black. Super shoot. 2 of that damage. Exile type of your library. Interesting. Just shock all the things. There's still so many here. Oh, unofficial. Why are you unofficial? Oh, conjure a card? Okay. Huh. confused by that. It's Conjuring, so you know that's. But they do some weird shit with mystery boosters, don't they? Your spells having assist is interesting. Alright, I think we have enough. I think we have enough, though this is interesting. Just because one of the first cards I ever remember, like, finding that art super interesting was the, pacifism. That's not the right art. You gotta have the original art, come on. I wish I could change the... I wish we could change the art on the cards on here, but yeah, the original art for pacifism was the original version I saw. I don't know if it was the original art. I can't fucking spell. Oh, Heroth. Heroth can't spell. I don't know if this is known to anyone. Oh, we were close enough. Fuck off. Yeah. There it is. Oh, that's a battle bond. Let's go all the way back. All the way. There it is. There he is, right there. For the first time in his life. Brock felt a little warm and fuzzy inside. Brock can't attack or block. Whenever you cast an aura spell that targets a creature an opponent controls, draw cards. Will triggers only once each turn. You just run a bunch of... Why blinking? I guess you can move. They're all cast though, right? These are all cast. You can move your auras around. Okay. This is a maybe. We'll look into that. I'm not the biggest stacks fan, but like, there's some interesting things you could do with that. All right, so we got to figure out. We got to cut down what we're building right now. All right, or we're definitely not building you right now, Caroline. And Aragorn, you can. You can sit in the cool commander pile for now. You're in the I might build you. So you're definitely getting built. This is a maybe. You may cast an instant source spell. X. Without paying many costs, where X is the number of wizards. Twice the number of legendary wizards you control. You just like run a whole bunch of legendary wizards and cast free big old Simic spells. Just a big old wizard party, right? That's what we're doing. It's a big old wizard party. Wizard. Yeah, definitely him. The triggered ability, right? Isn't this a trigger? Alright, I don't think we're doing Gandalf. Not that we're doing Gandalf. Chief of the Wilds is interesting because he does battle stuff. And battles is kind of neat. You don't get a lot of... There's not a lot of battle support in Magic, which I hate trying to read these motherfuckers. Let's do some zooming. Alright, when Invasion of Ikoria enters, search your library for a big old dude. Items in dangers, battlefield, search your library. Basic lands on the battlefield tab. And enter the battlefield, look at the think maybe we do. Okay. Give it a second. There you go. Had to unzoom. This card doesn't have on itself a way to amass, does it? No. It doesn't have its own way of amassing, so I feel like this is just going to be a typical +1/+1 counter deck. Instead of like an amass deck, actually. That's some classic shit right there. Yeah, I think this ends up just being a Goblin Ball +1/+1 counter deck instead of an amass deck. So you, I believe, are gonna get cut. Okay. You, I definitely want to build. I like group hug stuff. I don't know how well it's gonna work as group hug, but I don't know. Looks neat to me. So you're gonna get built. You're definitely getting built. You might get built. The first non-legendary creature you cast each turn has demonstrate. So like, what's the through line we think with this deck? Of course, the token generation, the extra token stuff. Just make a billion tokens. That's what you do here. Of course, you're winning with a goddamn Crater Hoof, or just you're going so wide. You know, Dork. That's multiple Esper Sentinels. Dork. What colors are you? Selesnya, of course. Yep. This song is Midnight at Xander's. I'm assuming it's just an instrumental is what it sounds like to me. I think I might look into this one and just because I think I might go silly with it and just go big mana with it. Just make as many dorks as possible. Of course, that gives the ally. I'm giving the same card to my opponents, but they're just getting like, you know, mana dorks. Search for forests, that kind of stuff, right? I don't know, it's kind of, again, kind of group huggy. Yeah, group huggy, as I said. So I'm not the most card knowledgeable person. A lot of my, you know, deck building persists of looking at, you know. Just me draw a card. Looking at cards through EDA Trek, because I'm just not that card knowledgeable. You know what? I think you will. This Conjurer of Spectacles, I think you will get added to the... In fact, rude. Ooh, dungeon? I like a dungeon deck. One person has built this dungeon deck, apparently. What are you doing with dungeon? Or is dungeon like take the initiative? By dungeon, are we talking, is this like super stacks? That's what this feels like. Not actually dungeon. This feels super stacksy. When I think dungeon, I'm thinking the dungeons. Greg the Pacifist is interesting, so you're going to sit there, because I might build you just because. Creature, draw cards equal to their power, and then discard a card. When they die, they become a token. So this is just, you know, big sacrifices matter, right? That's what we're looking at here. Like, you know, you play the big bitch, you pay 1 mana, you sacrifice it, you draw 11 cards. You draw 18 cards. You draw 7 cards. You draw 9 cards. And then, you know, when you don't need it, you need other sacrifice stuff. You know, play them instead. Or blocks. Yeah. All right, you guys are going on the list too. You're neat. You're neat enough that I'll look at you. First, we're starting with Smaug. All right, so let's go over. Loves you. We're gonna make a new deck. Beginning. New deck. What are we gonna name this deck? We're gonna name it the Scratch. That's what we're gonna name it. We're gonna put Smaug the Impenetrable as the commander. I'm gonna create that deck. Then we're gonna go over here and we're gonna start adding cards to this list. Any target. Okay. We're going to add the other Smaugs just because they're in the deck, right? Let's see. Dragon Cursed Halls. 1, done turn. Target creature gets turn of this creature. Deals. Create a treasure token. Okay, sure. Add 1 for each artifact your opponents control. That's... Land... Sure. Only 2 colors. Do we add... Now the question is, do we add these? Either of them. Because I don't like infinite combo, like, nonsense, really. Like, I guess I could keep it to play as, like, a, super late game. And I guess... Oh, wait, it's not infinite. You fucking die, too. You would die to self-burn, I guess. So it's not quite infinite unless you have, like, a way to gain life when you sacrifice treasures or something. Okay, we'll run one of them. Just, we'll see what it'll definitely be on the block, one of the first things one of the first things to cut. It's X damage to each other target, to any other target where X is damage to itself, where X is its power. Definitely that. Hello, let me deal 7 damage and gain 7 treasures, or 8 damage and gain 8 treasures. This deck's gonna be very reliant, though, on having the commander out, it feels like. Interested battle under control to each opponent. Yeah, it's gonna be a win con, obviously. Enchanted creature deals damage. When this art enters, enchanted creature deals damage equal to its power to any other target. Whenever enchanted creature is dealt damage, it deals damage to each opponent. Yep, that's a win con. Yep, Dawnsire. This is what I want. I'm gonna get Dawnsire out and deal 100 damage to Smaug, especially if I have Pain for All. This is my primary win con in this deck right here. I want to enchant Pain for All onto Smaug and then swing and trigger Dawnsire, dealing 100 damage to Smaug and to each of my opponents. We'll get the additional treasure. Obviously, it's just a good card. That's a board wipe. That's really good. Lion deals damage to itself instead. Sure. Blast Act, obviously. See again, this is infinite. Mayhem Devil plus Smaug is just infinite, because this will kill you. These two just go infinite, right? Because yeah. Mud Mirkwood Bats. Facebreaker and Lightning Bolt. Yeah, we're not gonna. I don't think we're putting Mayhem Devil in the deck. Because Mayhem Devil just is a 2-card infinite combo. Yeah, right there it is. Very first combo. Yep, right here. Huh, they've definitely, yeah. They don't... Oh, it's right here. Duh. Smog is in play. Mayhem Devil. On the battlefield, you control a treasure. Activate the treasure by tapping sacrifice any color of any color. Does damage to Smog. Creates a treasure. Repeat. Infinite colored mana. Infinite ETB. Infinite FB. Infinite artifact sacrifice triggers. Yeah, no. Definitely not running Mayhem Devil. I don't like infinite combos like that. If it's like a 4 or 5 cards, if you stack like a Rube Goldberg machine of a deck, and that gives you an infinite combo, that's perfectly okay with me. But like if it's, you know, oh, again, 2 cards. I have this, I have that, that's infinite now. Because I have in this deck here. Hold on, let me go here. Oh my god, stop it. This deck here, I have like a Rube Goldberg of machine of like an infinite combo I can do. So if I have my commander out, you know, whenever an attacking creature you control dies, return it to turn that card to its owner's hand. I have Ares out. If I have something like a, where is he? Combat Celebrant. I have a Combat Celebrant out, right? And then I have some sort of sacrifice, any of the sacrifice things. But specifically, the combo itself requires, yeah. So I have to have the commander, Combat Celebrant. That's 2 cards. Sneak Attack for 3 cards. Or Sneak Attack. Sneak Attack out, and then I have to have Sneak Attack gives him haste, right? Yes. And then I have to have Phyrexian Altar. Phyrexian Altar. So I have those 4 cards out. I can get infinite combats, which doesn't mean like wins. I don't have like doesn't make my creatures indestructible or nothing because I can attack with him, or attack with Combat Celebrant, exerting him to get an extra combat after this one. And then I use Phyrexian Altar to sacrifice and generate a red. Then he returns to my hand because he's attacking, if I was Ares, and then I play the red that I gained from sacrificing him to play to sneak attack him out. Like, because it doesn't say it as a sorcery. So I sneak attack it out, and then I attack with it again, exerting it again. It's real stupid. It's just real stupid. But yeah, if it's a Rube Goldberg machine of a combo, I'm okay with that. Just don't 2-card combo my ass. Those are boring as fuck. All damage you dealt to use and dealt up. Well, okay, sure. Additional discard a card, draw 2 cards, that's just okay. I don't want that. Game Changer, I'll run 1. This card annoys me whenever I play it, because there's always some nonsense where the replacement effects affect each themselves, but we'll go ahead and we like artifacts. That's just a win con right there. I might get cut early though, because I might want my win con to be silly, not just. That's just another of that same effect. Yep. Abilities won't lose life and gain life. There we go. That infinites with a 3-card infinite there. Rash Taunter just gives me an additional target for my nonsense. Opponent, that's just way to instant game. Protection, more dragon nonsense. Knuckles. I like Cavern Horde Dragon. That can be another win con. Do that with the cannon, the Dawn Saya. Exile it? Sure. Sure, we're in a lot of dragons. Oh, okay, 2 treasures. Removal there, which isn't so bad, huh? I'm gonna attempt target. Alternate opponent controls. No, I want permanents I control. Exiled. Power. That's always a very good card in like a treasure deck, but eh. Keep, you may create a treasure token when you do. Target opponent, whenever the opponent attacks, the damage to the player equals all. Fill those power. Don't care about that. Sacrifice 5 treasures, control target creature as long as you control Kellogg. Prime, create a top treasure, sacrifice 3 treasures, create a 4/4 dragon. Whenever he attacks, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. If an artifact was exiled this way, create a treasure. If you cast a spell from a treasure, yeah, definitely use him. I'm using a lot of mana from treasure. Lucky doll. Just another extra target for his ability. Smog doesn't have haste, does he? No, he does have haste. Jesus Christ. Swift as the wind. Put myself on the stack with split second. Pretty nice, but eh. Treasures, extra treasures, and I'm doing a lot of dragons, so. Endurance, creatures you control, gain trample and haste. Gain trample and plus X with 0 or excess number of artifacts you control. So that's basically a left with behemoth. That's a greater call Colossus. With the some puppet beasts are monstrous machines, others works of art. The best are both. It's a beautiful work of art and a monstrous beast. Got our homies on the lurk mode. I don't know if this is a very interesting stream for y'all. I don't know. I just felt like I like building decks. It's a thing I really enjoy doing. Oh god, there's an ad behind my head. How dare. I don't have a background for my little PNG here because I use them. I should probably look into making a background for them. Sign up background for them. He dies, get things. Sure. He's always a good card. Play 5 mana, get 5-minute treasures. Characters you may put commander. Battlefield. Make mistakes. What should you do? You double strike until end of turn. Okay. Windfalls is always good. Drawing cards. Drawing cards. I think Swat's always good. I'll have to pay life cards. I don't know why you want that in this deck. Chaos Warp, always a good choice. Sure, a Braid. Fight's not a bad thing to do in this deck. Always run the modals and just, you know, run them as lands basically. Sign in Blood. Draw 7, lose 7. Yeah. Vision of love. I know a lot of instances for the deck at the moment. Crackle power. For this, I'm getting treasures equal to both dice, actually. If you brought me some chocolate. Brought me sneakers, peanut butters. Sneakers, peanut butters. I can fucking talk. Ah. I'm not gonna have like, I'm not putting the big X spells in the deck at the moment. So for now, I'm not making a lot of like, I'm making all this mana and not gonna have a lot to do with it. Yeah, Storm isn't what I'm looking for either. Combat damage specifically. What's life? A creature gains. Whenever this creature is dealt damage, you may draw that many cards and gain that much life. That creature's controller may have this artifact deal 1 damage to it. Okay. We don't want Shroud. Holy Shadow Spear. Shadow Spear is just good to run in any deck, just for this. French opponent control, lose hexproof, and destructible. Like, that's just really strong to get rid of, like, a lot of protection that cards have. A lot of these things are just instrumental. Oh, I would say instrumental. Well, I might jam it out to some, instrumentals, but... That's not a bad effect there. I think it'd be crazy with Smaug if he dies, if he gets recast. Again, that's just fun. The big dumb card to dump mana into. That's boring. That's fun. Cascade whenever you make spend treasure to do stuff. Connections is just a good card. More Smaug. Again, that generates infinite mana. I guess we'll put that. That's infinite combats. Something to spin the mana in. The Mines of Moria. Artifact lands don't serve a lot of purpose in this deck. The Soul Ring, do our ramp package here. I mean, we got the mana, so might as well. We're gonna have 1 billion mana to spend, so. Honestly, it's not that great. Here's some proliferate. Sure. That's fun. Force the mountain, this one. Command tower. The Dragon Keel Summit. We'll take the Shockland. Take the Slow Land. We'll take the Battle Bond Land. I don't know what those are called. What, old man? What? Why'd you wake up and yell at me? There we go. I think that's all the lands we'll be adding. I don't run the duels anymore, just even though I can, because I play online almost exclusively. I think that's all the lands we're gonna run. No, we want a Fable Passage too, right? Yeah, what's Fable Passage? There it is. Fable Passage. Two fetches, Fable Passage, and then fetch for the right color there. Alright, well, we have 113 cards without the land base being fucking done, so we're definitely going to be cutting a bunch of cards. Deck. Get blinded. Add to our decks. Put the scratch. Add to decks. Double check to make sure it didn't fuck up. Refresh. There it is. Alright, we go back here. We trash this. Close this one. Then we go to this pile. We go fix our... First of all, we fix the number of lands in the deck. It's the first thing I always do. So I need like 38. So I need like 7 more lands. So we need to add... like... that should be making 38 lands. There we go. My 38 lands. That puts us 23 cards over. That's not bad for me. I'm real bad about fucking yeeting over the maximum card limit when I do my initial drop there. Go to the Kamigawa Neon Dynasty official soundtrack now. I liked the official soundtracks. Did they do a lot of these? I know they did. No, they only did it for 2, huh? Definitely a missed opportunity to keep doing this. Like, this was really cool. I don't see this being like a super, you know. This is a very niche stream, I feel like, especially for someone like me who hasn't got a big doesn't have a big Magic following, you know. And obviously, if you're a Magic content creator, like doing deck building stuff probably brings in a crowd of people, but this is not what I typically do. Alright, we need to do some cutting. And my first thing I do normally when I cut is go down here and see where my curve is. I have 28 2 costs. That is way too many. So let's go look what we got here. Seems like some duplicates here. Obviously that's ramp. That is redundancy on an effect. Let's see. So this is neat, but I think... I don't think we need this. I don't think we need that many art treasures. Because when it or another artifact enters the battlefield under your control, put a charge counter on it. Okay. Then you sacrifice, so every time we get a treasure, it gets charged. And then we can sack it and deal damage equal to the number of charge counters on it to target player. and that much damage up to one target creature. So we can actually that can kill somebody. That's a nuke. We nuke somebody, and then we fire the damage right back at Smaug, who then makes that many just gives us that many treasures on top of it. So actually, yeah, I think that one sticks around. That's ramp again. Rage when every creature is dealt damage, deals damage equal to a target player or planeswalker. That's another redundancy. That's just going to draw you a card, basically, constantly in the deck. That's just ramp, ramp, protection, ramp, and more ramp. Did it add this one again? So there seems to be a glitch right now with EDH rec, or Archidec and EDH rec. Whenever you add one of the cards that's on one of the Emerites, like I added Lightning Bolt, it adds I think it's Emerites, whatever. It adds the guy too, like the guy that's got the fucking thing on it. It adds them as well as the fucking actual Lightning Bolt. Boy, who cares? All right, so we got here. This is protection. This might just get cut just because, but protection is very useful, and I don't have a ton of it in red black, right? I think we'll get rid of Jury. Yeah, Jury, go away. You okay?
I picked up one of the sticks of wood.
Yeah, they're heavy, aren't they?
And I made a step for Kira, but she's having a real hard time jumping up.
Yeah.
So I put it on the other pieces that are down there.
Yeah.
To make a step for her.
Just don't want to give a repeat of your sister. Yeah.
We shouldn't step on it loose.
No.
But I want it for
Right.
Kira.
Fucking sister-in-law was over helping father-in-law build the deck today, and literally on the very last board we were on, she fucking missed the step and fell and dislocated her ankle. They popped it back in, and then now she's got a severe sprain, obviously. So it's like, oh, that's nice. On literally the last board we were working on, like literally the last board of the day. It's like, god damn it. Nope, didn't do it again. Yep, see, it keeps adding these guys. The sign-in, since I added sign-in blood, it added her because she's got sign-in blood. She can get cut because I'm not gaining life in this deck very much. Hi, Bullful.
You know, if you're hot,
I'm very toasty.
You don't have anything
Also,
on.
The fucking camera's not on, so.
But you didn't turn the fan on.
Oh,
They're
I did
getting
not.
cold here.
Yeah, I'm not gaining life in this deck. I'm just doing damage, so. It's enters the next damage to each creature. Whenever one or more creatures your opponent controls die, you gain a treasure token once per turn. It's really about the board wipe / gain a bunch of treasures. That's what we're doing there. The counterplay to this deck is definitely wait till I do one of these big things to nuke my own board as well as everyone else's, and then exile my commander. Or again, as I said, every deck should run. Every deck should Every deck should run this because this counters everything I'm doing with Smaug. Like I will fucking nuke my own board, and you're like, okay, go ahead, and then you fucking remove him indestructible and nuke him as well. Still get my treasures, obviously, but then my commander's gone, and he costs a lot of mana. He's a very expensive commander. Raid might get cut just because it's just worse than Vandoblast. Jesus Christ. So, sacrifice an artifact or a creature down. Sacrifice my treasure to fucking draw 2 more cards and get another treasure. Sacrifice an artifact or discard, yeah. Creature deals X damage to any other target and next to itself or X its power. That's just phenomenal in this deck. Creature control fights. Target creature and opponent controls. Creature's off damage with a bunch of red. So that. I mean, he is fucking 8 power, right? So 8 power fight spell that might give me more mana is not bad, but honestly, we're not fight deck. So you can go. Vision of Love. just sack an artifact, draw 2 cards, which is very good in this deck. Tackle with Power is a win con in the deck, or just, you know, get my own shit back. That's removal. That's draw. That's a land / draw, or hand selection. Basilisk Collar, very use. Actually, no, we're gonna cut Basilisk Collar. Shadow Spear does that, and we don't need redundancies on that, really. We're getting some life, I guess. Fire Magic's another kind of board wipe. We probably cut Lightning Bolt right away. Lightning Bolt's fun, but this is not an actual burn deck. It's a land. That's a protection. We'll cut that too. Gale Blast will stick around. What are we at? We need to still cut 16 more cards. What we have? 20 at 3. That's more ramp. I can draw cards because, you know, our commander is a dragon. We have a lot of dragons, right? Our way to see types. Super types. Oh. Subtypes. There we go. The moment we're running 9 dragons, so that's good with that. And our commander's a dragon, so that can be some consistent, pretty decently consistent card draw, I would think. Maybe? I don't know. Splitting Barrel's silly. Sorcery. Just blow up our own fucking, you know, blow up our commander for the man. It's a rock that can do something later, so. And it's a removal, possible removal, so we'll keep it for now. I think we cut this one immediately because I feel like we can just, we'll just deck ourselves out sometimes. So that'll sit for a minute. I think we get rid of that. We're not doing a lot of aggro stuff, but I guess a big flying bitch is, you know, this is just a good card. Getting treasures and clues with your clues and food with your treasure is just good. Good baby girl. Dragon, yeah. Oh, that's not the one we meant to cut. Z. And back. We meant to cut the dragon shaman. We're not doing straight dragon here. That's, you know, some graveyard hate's always good, but the main thing is, I cast the spell, if mana was treasure was spent, I draw a card into life, and you know, we are going to basically be able to do treasures on everything is the plan here. So, also, I like Professor Plum. I've been wanting to build a Professor Plum deck for a while. I just never got around to doing it. But Mastermind Plum. He's not great by himself, though, unfortunately. I built a Colonel Mustard deck, but because no, I'm sorry, when he attacks, he has a chance to get treasures when he attacks, and there's a decent number of ways to make treasure in mono black, though. So, but red is the real treasure color. Alright, Nadir's Nightblade is the whenever each opponent life gain a life. It's a way to just win. Make 1,000 treasures. Break Breaker. That's me. Card draw, basically, for the million treasures I make. You do. Have 2 mana. Creature, once you turn my castle dragon from your graveyard. I think. Interesting things you could do. Like, you could let Small go to the graveyard and then cast him, and the next time he would die, you, of course, send him to the command zone instead. Zorn is just, if you're running treasures, Zorn is just good. An additional treasure. Which I said, Zorn and then Academy Manufacturer. It's like, oh, do I make, you know, 2 treasures of food and a clue? No, I'm pretty sure you make 2 clue, 2 food, 2 treasures, what it actually does. That's why I don't care for Academy Manufacturer. He makes things way more complicated than any other motherfucker that I would like to mess with. He makes things complicated. So it's just a way I can. I'm not running aggro, but just something I can dump my mana into to, like, you know, win the game. If I have 8 billion treasures, like more connections is, you know, just a good card. Pain for all is fucking gonna be a win con. It's hilarious. Chaos Warp is removal. But propulsion does what? Does damage to itself equal to its power if that creature is flying. That's just a way to. That's just ramp. I might cut some ramp since I'm gonna ramp so much for my commander, but I gotta be able to get to 7. Like, I gotta try to get to 7 quickly. Because a 7-cost commander is rough, buddy. Lightning Swat is just always gonna run. That's that. Jessica's Will is Jessica's Will. Queen of Mastery. Each mana from an artifact source spent to cast it. So, like, I'm getting so much treasures. Every creature I cast is going to have a shit ton of +1/+1 counters. It's just a good card to run in this deck. Maybe. It could just be a fucking junk card. I don't know. I'm not good at deck building. This just kind of... You know what? Yeah, you can go. This is another win con, so I can do stuff with all the mana, all the cards. This is another thing I can do with all the cards that deal damage to my shit. Like with that I'm not. That's not. I have a bunch of cards in the deck that just deal damage to my creature or damage to creatures, and that's, yeah, that's gonna be bad if I just don't have him anymore, and then I got nothing to do with all those cards. So it's good to have this. Respect is menace and can't block, yeah. Whenever damage to a player, create 2 treasures, and then I can sack treasures to, you know, get a free, not free, but get a fucking removal spell. I don't want you. I don't want to win the game that way. I know it's a strong way. It's probably a poor choice to cut because it's a good way to win the game, but I don't want to get any of the just win the game cards. If you create a sacrifice, see, that's fine. I can just win from that. I mean, Throne's good. I hate the art on that. That is horrific. I think that's like some classic Tolkien art, though, so... Give me a fucking printing that actually has the effect of the fucking card on it, though. That's the real problem. Like, I need to be able to read what the card says. So damage equal to the number of treasure you control to any target, and then you keep creating treasure. So I can attack with him, ping my other small for 1,000 damage, and then fucking, you know. Okay. Pyrohemia is there just for the bit. Big score is this one that has to discard, but it's fine for now. We'll keep it. Hope power threat more, change the target. That's good for now. Of course, removal. That's a land/removal. That's again the exact same thing as fucking Unexpected Windfall is the exact same fucking card as Big Score. Discard a card, draw 2, make 2 treasures. Except for this has 2 hard red pips, but it's the same thing besides that. In reaction is just another board wipe, but I like these damage board wipes in this deck because I'm going to be damaging my own creature a lot, which is good for this deck. I want to punch my own creature in the face. Whenever my creature gets punched, I make treasures, and then he's indestructible, so he can get punched forever. My wife's so pretty. Look at the thingies I sent you. You should look at the thingies I sent you. I don't care. Listen to things. I literally tell you all the time to listen to the things I fucking listen to things while I'm playing. I don't give a fuck. Do your own thing, baby girl. Those Care Bears are lost there. Oh, Care Bears. Care Bears. Both got hit by Care Bear stand. This card will be in the deck forever, because this is what I want to do. I want to nuke my own commander for 100 damage. That's a fun way to, like, you know, win the game there. It's a good way to dump mana, but I cut that just because it doesn't really fit, you know, the deck. Oh. Crash Taunter has to be here too, because it's another way to do just do with that mana if my all these spells in my deck if my commander's dead. Goldspan just make the treasures more valuable, but honestly, I think I need that much. So let's go Goldspan. Another one. I like the art, but I don't like the look of the card. Of course. Yeah, Stuffy Doll. Stuffy Doll might get cut though. Stuffy Doll only hits one target. I've got that black creature that does any target and Rash Taunter that does any target. With the asthma one again, right? I saw another one that was like when you are trying to do it, but she actually can run, and he like, yes, I'm gonna sit here and pout until you run like you want to get caught. I thought you liked the bunnies. Putting that bunny to work. Alright, Apple Red Dragon. Or reverse card, I should say. Okay. Not that bad, this. Hey man, have you had any real food today?
That chicken you were eating.
Oh no, you had like 3 bites of chicken? Uh-huh. Baby girl. Yeah. Up to 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Mountain card, that's another way to go to Smaug. I just want to kind of have all the Smaugs just for the gimmick of having the Smaugs. Smaugs. Rawr. We can get all Benedict Cumberbatch on it. Benedarned Kimberbach. You know, the guy who you can say his name completely fucking wrong and everyone knows exactly who you're talking about. Bernard Cucumber Patch. Alright, Stinging Study. That's just... For all 7 cards, lose up to 7 life, which is very good. Alright, we got Ancient Copper and Hellkite Tyrant. Well, Hellkite's, I think, going to get cut, right? He's the one win the game, right? No, wait, we don't win the game like that. But Ancient Copper, roll dice to get more treasure! I love Ancient Copper Dragon. I fucking pulled him in the Commander Legends Baldur's Gate, or the Commander Legends Baldur's Gate, right? That's what he's from? Yeah, I pulled him in that, and the first time I ever rolled him, I rolled 18. Still ended up losing because I just didn't have anything to spend the mana on. But because I did was it the pre-release or my first ever draft? I think it was my first ever draft. I've only ever done one draft in real life before, and it was for Commander Legends. My favorite format is Commander, so you know. All right. Obviously, the Commander. That's just, you know, another potential board wipe. So a bunch of treasures for this deck. Another board wipe. So this is basically what I, build-wise, have replaced Dockside with. This is like my Dockside replacement, because it's like much more fair. And, you know, it's a silly little guy. One, you're only getting the amount of mana equal to the only the player you're hitting instead of everybody, and you have to attack. It's not like you have to actually deal damage. It's not, you know, just ETB nonsense. But he might be getting cut as well. What are we at right now? 108. So I think we're cutting Cavern Horde Dragon because we're not worrying about making a shit ton of treasures from other sources. It's not really our goal. Our goal is more the cut 10 rings, as I said earlier. All right, what's that? That's 116 we're at now, right? Or 106? We still need to cut 6 more cards. So where are we too heavy in right now? Might be a little heavy in sorceries and enchantments for this deck. We are not a spellslinger deck. You do have a lot of fucking enchantments too. And honestly, we might be able to cut. We might be able to cut some of our rocks here. Cut some of our rocks here. It's weird for me. I hate cutting. I run the same rocks in almost every deck. Alright, 3 more cuts. We cut. I don't know if we cut lands. This deck makes a lot of treasure, but we have to get to 7 is the problem. We're still very heavy in the 2 slot. But that's still ramp. That's... That's just a fun. I'm doing that for the meme. So we're not... Again, I don't build decks to be super efficient. Like, I'm not trying to build the best deck there is, right? That's not what I'm doing. I just said earlier we're probably gonna cut him, so we'll go ahead and cut him. And we need to cut 1 more card. 2 more. I'm not building, like, trying to build the best deck. I'm not trying to build the, like, you know, top tier. Oh, we're gonna do so good. What's this? Bystander stamps. Oh, see, that's never mind. That's not the ball card one. That's the pinger one, which is perfect in this deck. We have too many. Are we running too many of the damage board wipes? I feel like this might be an unfun deck to play against purely because of the. Yeah, we're set at 4 because of. What? You have 3 2-card infinite combo pieces in your deck. What's the 2-card? You have 2 potential 2-card. You have 3 2-card infinite combo pieces in the deck. So wait, do these? Does that much damage to target? Steel. Barb Servitor? What's the... I'm confused here. What's the other piece of it? I cut that, so that's not in the deck. But there's Rest Taunter. Rest Taunter in Blazing Sand. Trickle over, resolve the Rest Taunter for the game from the corner. Oh. Oh. Okay. I didn't realize you could do that way. Well, I'm not doing that, so... That's not what the plan is for the deck. You do the same thing? Yeah. We gotta cut 2 more cards. Do we cut Academy Manufacturer purely because I don't like the way it fucking... the headache it gives dealing with? Or just cut... You know what? We just cut... We're gonna cut Zorn. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna be an absolute mad lad, guys. We're gonna cut 1 land. Look at that. Ugh, how dare we? And there we go. The deck is now legal. Is the deck going to be any good? Let's just run a couple play tests just to see what we got here. We got 2 lands and ramp. Oh, this is a great starting hand. Yeah, it is. Do this, sack this. Go search for a ramp because we need that double pip for that card specifically. Ramp. Next turn. Oh, look, another tutor land. How do you enter tapped? Hey, look at that. You're fine. You can Dark Fortress, tap 2 for an Arcane Signet. For the next turn, we play you. You tap 1, 2, 3 for all that. That's the tap for mana. Put pressure counter on it. Yep. Okay. So we then go sack this. The question is, do I go just get a basic land? Do I go get a shock land? And you know, yeah, we go get a shock land this time. Normally I go get the surveil lands every time, but I can cast a spell. I have a fucking Sign of Blood in my hand. Let's go get our shock land. See, I locked right in on that surveil land because I'm so used to the surveil land. Is that it? Nope. Where are you, fucker? Missed it. Oh, back up. Is that you? Oh, where the fuck are you? Heroth is blind as a bat. Heroth's also like leaning way back in his chair and not like wearing his glasses. So he's in it. This lets you control 2 or more basics. I have 1 basic, so that's actually, I forgot those were tutorable. Where the fuck is my shock land? Goddamn, what's the name of the shock land? There it is, Jesus Christ. Alright, we shock that in. We tap 2, putting a pressure counter on this. And then we cast Sign him. Wait, that's Knight's Whisper, so we draw 2 cards. That's 1 color of any mana, right? Or 1 color of any mana. 1 mana of any color, yep. Okay, and then we go next turn, then we got bam, we're at 1, 2. We're 6 mana already. Okay. You sit up. Have that. Have that. Cast that. That puts a charge counter on that. We get a charge counter on this. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. Just for 1, 2, 3. We can cast Professional Facebreaker. Oh, well, we're actually going to miss this, aren't we? So what actually we would do here is we try, if we could, It's turn 5, so the likelihood of actually that happening is low. There's no way. No one's gonna have any. No one's gonna be wide open, right? So the lot that if we could, we'd swing here. We'd get a treasure. We'd hit because we got menace. It's any, right? Whenever one or more creatures you control deals damage to a player, create a treasure. So we would swing for that. Ideally, we'd swing with that. We'd get our treasure. Okay. Then we would sack the treasure, and 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. Cast Smaug. We would miss combat this turn with Smaug, which is, you know, whatever. And then we go to this turn. And then, but if we couldn't do this, so say no one was open, right? Say we couldn't get this treasure. Instead of Smaug here, we would be doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to cast the Wrathful Red Dragon, because this card is going to be a hate bearer. If I play this, people are going to glare at me. Okay, and then we go to the next turn. So we get the Soul Stone. So we're going to get our commander out on turn 8. We get the Soul Stone out, and then we'll tap 1, 2, 3, 4. Which also we give that one more than now. And then we get whenever one or more creatures you control deals combat damage to a player. We get 2 treasure tokens. Now we should be able to actually we could now we could swing in with this for flying, because we can realistically get flying in. Then we would get 3 treasure tokens because of Professional Facebreaker and Grim Hireling. And then we go to the next turn. Now we can get fun here, right? So we tap this, give us this one. Oh, we also get 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. And now Smaug comes out. And now with Smaug out, we will go to combat and we'll swing. There's 2 player. We'll swing with both of these. We'll most likely hit 2 people. And we'll get 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Because we'll target 2 different people. And then we'll get 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 counters on him. Charge counters target player and not much damage to 1 target creature. Yeah. Okay. Let me go to the next turn. So we will lose all 3 of these if we cast this or this, but then we also get a billion treasures. Excuse me. I think we would do it anyways, because that's the whole theme of the deck, right? So tap that for 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We cast that, roll 2d12s. Is there a dice and coins? Yes, haha. D12, 12, and for 11. We have an 11 and a 12. That's insane. So yeah, we'll do 12 damage to each creature, and we will create we'll get 11 treasures. But we're going to create 23 treasures. So there's going to be 24 treasures. And this will get 23 more counters on it. That would deal 11 damage or 12 damage to somebody. You die. You okay, Bebis? I think about this on the stack. We would do like, we're going to do this to exile that. That's a land. That's gone. I haven't played that turn actually, so we would do that. Not yet, but we'd do it later. We would exile this, or sacrifice this. Do that again. Oh, that's Relentless Assault. Okay. Back this. Exile this to do this. It's gone forever. Again. This is all on the stack here, obviously. Oh, a Vandal Blast. Again. Oh, there it is. Alright. So then we would let that resolve. He would die. Let this land here. We'll tap 1, 2. A treasure to enchant Smog with that. Do we worry about the assault? I don't think we do. I think we just let that go. And then we pinned 1, 2, 3, 4, and get the Mirkwood bats out. With us out. This is without us even going to combat. I'm gonna sacrifice 1, 2, 3 of these. Cast this to draw 2 cards. Then we would end this turn. Look at the smoke. Control whenever you guys have spell finish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wrong way. Say we get like 5 treasures. 5 is a perfectly reasonable number from a. This. We're going to cast this and target him. Give us 1, 2, 3 treasures, which will give us 1, 2, 3 triggers of that. Also let us draw a card because we cast it from a treasure. Anytime you do it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the other Smog. Target. Another card. Treasures to play Novelist to draw a card. Draw another card. Land return. We'll play this new land. We'll go to combat. We would swing with this, deal 19 damage to Smog, dealing 19 damage to each opponent, creating 19 more treasures, dealing 19 more damage to my opponents, putting 19 more counters on this, and then I think we just blow that up and win. Okay. That's if we made it that far. All these things could have been stopped, but, you know, you have to just kind of wing it. Yeah, so I think this deck's going to work. Tags. We need tags. This is tokens. Treasure. Not populating, not go wide. Got some burn. Should be good for tokens. Description. Save changes. Alright, there we go. That is a deck finished. What a scratch. Copy it and I'll put it in the chats. If anyone wants to actually go look at it. If anyone's actually actively paying attention. I don't know if anyone's actually here. If you are here, say hi. Or don't. It's fine. We prefer, we appreciate leakers too. Or leakers. Lurkers. Bam. And in my chat, it's gonna show up twice. Alright. You okay, baby girl? Yeah. Again. You worry me, gorgeous. Anything I can do to help you? Yeah. Sorry, beautiful. This is what I want to build next. I'm gonna call it. You're off. You need to leave that open. You're still needing architect. I'm gonna call this deck. Huge tracts of land. Where is she at? Zug. Gorak, mother of sanctum. Alright, so we're doing a very silly. The concept is to be silly here. Give everyone land. We also got to, win. So, she's just Vigi trampled. Beginning of your end step, each player may create a tapped land token named Sanctum with any mana. Each player who does can't attack you during their turn. So that'll make a land and draw a card. Very useful. Okay. Linking lands is whatever. It's the landfall. It's helpful there. Draw more cards. Make bears. Guess make elves. Actually, no. We don't want to hold on. We don't want to make a crazy landfall deck here. That's too easy. We want group hug. Whenever this creature enters, target instant sorcery card. It's flashback on the turn. Exile all creatures. Each player may put any number of creature cards from their hand onto the battlefield, and then put all cards exiled this way into their owner's hand. Exiles worlds within. Okay, so you flip your hand and your. Whenever they do this target creature you control, and a plan counter on this enchantment. Whenever the fourth plan counter is on this enchantment, sacrifice it. When you do, put an integral counter on target creature you control. Sure, that's fine. Choose target creature you control. Each creature you control other than that creature is a. Next if it isn't legendary. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. Hey guys, who all wants extra lands? You okay? Okay. Who are you? Like green, so ramp, 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 ramp. Zeus says just play a bunch of lands. And we can always just be fucking crazy. Pop. This card's a dick. Players control. Okay. But even if they don't take the deal, then they can't attack me anyways. Proud Titan. Eggy. Why the fusion sliver? Segura's not a sliver. He's a human peasant. Vector. always useful. Avatar Slaughter. Okay. This battlefield or attacks, each player secretly votes for a player. Then reveal each player draws a card for each vote they receive. Each player who received no votes may put a permanent from their hand onto the battlefield. Oh, I wanted to go back. That's not what I want. Back. Tick. Alright, this battlefield, you make him. What you guess? One person understand. It's power. Creatures you control, target your guns. Oh, no, keep rolling. Whenever this creature attacks, you may have it fight. On the battlefield, each player draws cards equal to the damage done by the sources they control. Gift and Octopus. All in types, is it? No. It'd be much better. It was like all land types. Oh, it's number of lands you control. Never mind. Yeah, that's fine. Again, why slivers? Did someone build like a group hug deck with slivers? Let's hold on. We're gonna start over. Go away. Let's clear this. Go back to no. So we're gonna run that. We're gonna run that. All players, right? Yeah, because myself included. Give me that. Give me that. Not running Screw Swarm. Screw Swarm is just... yeah. If I kill my commander, it would kill my commander, so I don't want this. Revisits. Arcane Denial is always fun. Help Invention. Give me the Angry Jellybean. Counter. Avenger. We're gonna be Ramp Growth on top of that. Use. Yes, actually, give me Over the Gauntlet. I love this card, and I wish... I've been trying to build a deck around this card for a while, and I still haven't figured it out. Let me make him legendary, please. Spectrums. Anonymous land is medical under opponent's control. You gain. Oh, that's neat. That actually works with the theme of the deck. They're non-basic lands that player controls. Okay, that's fun. Wait, that'll kill me. Actually, hold on. Maybe not. Greed Warden's a very useful card, so we'll run that. So pretty. Know that? You're pretty. Control this creature. Whenever you attack, Earthman X, where X is the number of experience counters you have. Sure. else to come out. Or
Dreaming of the future, reminiscing of the past. Stay determined and move forward, 'cause this fight won't be your last. Don't step down, stand up tall and stay determined till the end. If you fall, just keep practicing again. Work harder and play harder. Work as a team and you'll get farther. Reach for the stars, get a head start. Defeat them card after card.
hey, Gee.
You can go play your way. No matter what happens, I'll be here to stay. I'm a survivor, I won't run away. Ay, winning like every day. As I travel on a journey, walking through the multiverse, I can feel a spark that's starting to emerge. They say victory is slim and though you're filled up with dismay, but I know that we will always find a way. Every corner is filled with magic and so many memories, many secrets filled with opportunities. Spread your wings and soar up high, don't be afraid.
Should be gaming and/or hats here. What's up? What's that? Aloof and Poop? Well, there's no. I guess. I mean, listen. Magic is gaming. All right, but no hats. I am toasty and worked on rebuilding the deck this morning. We're doing some. I rebuilt the deck this morning, so now we're doing some deck building. Little of hats, although I like can go. I'm just checking out random PG streams. Well, welcome in, friend. Yeah, 90% of my hats are baseball caps, just because those are the most basic hats you find. Yeah, we're doing some deck building today because I built a deck this morning. We finished building a very silly Smog deck earlier, which I need to level up my lands a little bit here, don't I? Yeah, I need to cut some of my swamps to switch back to, so I'll cut 2 of the swamps to put back in, add 2 more mountains, and that'd be fine. I built a Smog deck whose entire goal is for Smog to be hit by the Dawnsire. I could sit still, focus on one. I'd have to do that. Listen, I understand that. I have a fucking folder that's just like commanders I want to build at some point. And then I will like just like go and look at the cards sometimes, like scroll through and like look at like some ideas, and then start working on it, and then trash the whole thing and go be like, fuck it, I'll come back later. But what I was doing before stream, I took forever to start stream today, and all I was doing was looking at Magic cards anyways. I'm like, fuck it, let's just go on stream and do it instead. Hell yeah. Cubes are such a interesting concept to me. I just don't have the like Magic know-how and like moxie or like the Magic like knowledge to be able to like build a proper cube. I would just like have to like take one someone else made. Green is my main color typically, though I don't think it's the main color I have built online. My original deck was I took an old, I stopped playing in like 2018 or 2008 and started again in like 2018. I stopped during Kamigawa. I started and stopped during Kamigawa, and then I started again in Ixalan. And so I had a deck back from like, when the year I played, I had a deck that was like a mono green land ramp deck or mana acceleration deck that was just like Blanchwood Armor and Thornwood Elemental was the whole goal. And I just turned that into a commander deck, which did not have a commander for it forever. We were using a Nisa card because we were just rule zeroing that. And then we put, my buddy bought me mono green Omnath. And ever since then, that's been my jank pet deck. It's not very well made. It's definitely overtuned, like overtooled. Yep, my heart is red. I'll say I passed very miscreant, which is a very red thing to do. This is a very red thing to do. We are very red. Hi, Kiwi. Hope you have something delicious for dinner. Hope magic went great, friend. So are you playing Arena then? If you're playing Historic, right? Because Historic's not a paper format, right? It's only an Arena format, right? I know Historic Brawl is a format on Arena. Yeah, mostly Arena. Yeah, I get that. There was for a while there I was playing Arena just because I needed to get curse top to the LGS. Yeah. That's part of the problem with playing with randos at LGSs. What I've been doing a lot lately is I've been playing with friends on Tabletop Simulator. Is how we've been playing a lot. Because I haven't played in paper in probably a couple of years at this point. We play on Tabletop Sim. There's a table on there you can boot up, and you can just play with everything for free. It doesn't have like there's no like built-in like matchmaking or something that you have to like join communities. Like in my Discord, I have a magic roll I give people, and I'll occasionally ping them, be like, "Hey, who wants to come play some magic?" Also, there's the I don't know if have you ever heard of Uber Guitar Guy? He's a Twitch partner who plays the fuck out of Magic, and he has a huge community that's really good for a lot of nerds at work. We each teach each other very esoteric games of the planet. Yeah. It's always fun to share your God, words are hard. Reach for permanents, create tokens, copy. Sure. I'm a lot of mana. All creatures you don't control. Create X tokens that are copies of target token you control. That token. Then tokens you control get indestructible. Next life, any life you control. Sure. We're making lots of land tokens. Sure. There's a win con. Blast, always good to run. Hi, bud. Oh, don't fall, bud. Sharknado wallpaper. I mean, Sharknado's a interesting piece of media. Hi, bud. Don't grab me with your fucking hands. Yeah, your hands. Yes, his hands. Don't. Stop, bud. Cat. Stop with the claw. I'm literally saying claw, so. Your little kitty hands. A copy of that feature each opponent make. Bottles a copy of that feature each opponent does, but that's a copy of that feature. That's interesting. You have everybody my commander. And you attempt this turn, but I'll put you shit. Oh. Or don't. Stop, dude. Branches outside of them 4 or greater, you may cast spells from among them without paying a mana cost. Oh, that's one that does it every turn too. Delay, Kindle of Hope, terrible card names. That is, I have that deck. I have the it's in. I think it's dismantled and. You okay? I got the commander deck, the structure deck for that. I think it's dismantled in a box somewhere. I have like 75 decks in paper and like another 70 something decks built digitally. I like to build decks. That's a thing I like to do. Hi, bud. Give me that.
For the horn.
Next block. I say she just brings out auras and equipment. And she's not bringing out a squad unless you're doing something like of the living weapon or the what's the one that brings rebels out? Yeah. We're about cheating things out. That's why I was like, wait a second. That creates a token. It's a concrete target creature you control. That's interesting. Are you getting hungry, babies? Or is your stomach upset? Yeah. Terminator movie, just unstoppable. I mean, this deck here, talking about the small deck I built, has so many board wipes. But it's all like Blast Act, Star of Extinction, Reckless Endeavor, Chain Reaction, Crackle with Power? No, that's not the... I don't have the other one I'm thinking of. I don't think that one's a board wipe. Yeah, doing lots of that because my commander's indestructible. So I'm just making treasure. Oh, excuse me, goodness Christ. Alright. I don't have a lot of hands. I mean, you typically after a wipe want to be the person best. That's pretty standard. So are you getting hungry, babies? Yeah. What do you want for food? Am I making something or? Something simple. Okay. Here, once wild or free, reveal cards up your library until you reveal creature card for each wild, put each card onto the battlefield, and then shuffle the rest into your library. I mean, depends on type of board wipe. The good thing about equipment decks is like equipment isn't typically affected by board wipes, you know? Like, oh yeah, you wipe my creatures. Well, here's a new creature that's gonna get a whole fucking scoop of new equipments. Let me give this stick. I can do some interesting things here. Yeah, that's a silly thing we're gonna do here. I guess that's not particularly matterful, because oof. Infect. Oof. Oof to infect. Oof, I say. Yeah, I did that one day where I sat in I went to an LGS and ended up in a fucking CDH pod with my fucking shenanigans deck, and it's like, oh, and I just don't have fun in CDH. Yeah, it's just not fun to me. Oh, high five. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I think I'm gonna turn a lot of people off on don't. Yeah, Lego boxes. Scooted fully behind my chair.
What? Why wouldn't they be good? Why wouldn't they be good? This stuff we just bought?
Tuesday. It's been like 5-6 days put it in the fridge. Oh, so you're supposed to make them. But then just get
Yeah, they're not any good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you put them in the fridge.
Every time you come around, you know I can't say no. Every time the sun goes down, I let you take control. I can feel the paradise before my world
Last night.
explodes.
Thursday. Wednesday.
Yeah. We're supposed to cook twice. We only cooked once. Also fortunate, learning curve is wild. Blows my mind that new player experience is 100 cards. I mean, I've heard multiple people say that Commander's not a great way for a player to like for the introduction to Magic. I don't know. Commander was my reintroduction to Magic after not playing for 10 years, and it's literally the reason I came back. So I think I want to run a ton of non-basics. Yeah. I'm running a bunch of land tutors. I think I want to run a ton of non-basics instead. No, I mean, no. Probably not. But Cube is also not like a super brand new player friendly thing. It's draft. Cube is draft. But like a cultivated? That's not what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, Cube has a very specific focus. Uh-oh. Oh, I was about to say, please tell me to put the fucking things. Alright, I need 20 more lands here. Hmm? So my silly goal for this deck is to make as many copies of the commander as possible. That's the goal of this deck. Five constant did some. See for my collection, the whole thing is just a level of course. Nice. Yeah, I've heard. There's like a lot of people talk about the different ways you can build your cubes. Like there's like the set cubes. There's like the what is it? One of the ones the professor played was like the proliferate cube. It was all token stuff. All different ways of like all different kinds of tokens of and then proliferating them. Don't get a ton of redundancy for that. I'll do it first. Fine. Magic's cube with a promise that's impossible to fail. Craft a deck. Okay. I mean, you can always draft a deck. Is it gonna be good? Is the question. Is Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Lands, forest. Alright. On basic search. Not doing a lot of attacks. Oh yeah, of course, the commander. Tokens. Gonna draw a card. Not that. I'll take a commander. Yes, I love fucking deck building. As I said, I have 70 something decks in paper. I have over 70 decks built online, and I've not played most of them. Like, let's see, where am I at on my list? Let's see. I played Karlak and Dawnsire here, so I got that deck, and then 4, 8, 12, 16, now 20 decks I haven't played yet that I've built. It takes hours to play a game of Commander, so it's hard to get, you know, the time. Yeah, see, Arena's a problem, so it's like, I could easily spend a ton of money. Well, the main way I like to play Arena is I like to do the sealed formats. Like, I love pre-releases. That's my favorite thing besides Commander to do is pre-release. Because I like to have, you know, everyone's in the same, you know, state, right? We all just have the same access to the same pool of cards, and, you know, just kind of a lot of luck involved, but, you know, no one can buy their way into it, kind of thing, or bring ridiculous shit that, you know, you gotta work with what you're handed. And I've only done one draft in person, and it was Baldur's Gate. It was Commander Legends 2, Baldur's Gate, and but I've done a lot of drafts online. Do I have a purpose for Seed Worm used? Do I have anything that I can just fucking, that I'm going to be spending money to activate? I think at the moment I have anything. Seedborn. I just picked Seedborn because I was like, I usually pick at least one game changer, but drafting. I was really hoping to go to the pre-release. I haven't been to a pre-release in years since my favorite LGS closed. But I have a new LGS that I wouldn't mind going to do it. But they just got their WTC or whatever, their like certification for official Wizards store. They got it too late, so they're not gonna be able to do. They missed out on getting the Hobbit pre-release stuff, but they're going to. Oh, what's the set? What's the first set they're gonna be doing? See that the dungeon. While we're talking about it. Reality Fracture. I believe this is the next set, right? Pretty sure. Yeah, I'm probably terrible at draft. I did alright with the Commander one, because you know, it was Commander, not typical. I just did that because it's like, I'll get benefit from the lands my opponent controls. Yeah, 8 more cards. Hey Doc, what's up? Well, we already built one. We built a what's going to be a very silly deck. Listen, that's the thing I never do. I never update decks anymore. I used to when I played more actively in paper. I'd buy a card like, oh, this looks cool, and I'd slide it into a deck. But like, I never like went back and rebuilt from scratch, especially since I've been better at building Commander. So we built a Smog the Impenetrable deck, Doc. Whenever he has dealt non-combat damage, create that many treasure tokens with Indestructible. So you know what my goal is, Doc? It's a goal you should be familiar with. I want to Dawnsire that dragon. We're going to hit that dragon for 100 damage. And we're going to make 100 treasures. And, you know, there's ways to win with it, too. Like, you know, if we, where is it? If we have that on him, it'll, you know, also make 100 treasure. It would make the 100 treasures, which would be irrelevant, because then people would just die. But yeah, it's the deck is just packed full of, like, Exploding Barrel. Attack gets to deal 20 damage to a creature. I'm doing that almost always at Smaug. Where's the other fun one? Not Dragon Sword, where is it? It's, there it is. Dragon Spark Reactor. Whenever it or another artifact with a charge, sacrifice it, deal that much damage to target player and to up to target one target creature. Yeah. Oh, let me just do, let me just fucking hit a player for 15 damage and also Smaug for 15 damage. You get 15 treasures. Yeah, this deck's gonna be fun when I eventually get to it. You know, the 19 decks that are ahead of it. I'm currently building huge tracts of land. We're building the Mother of Sanctums here that makes a Sanctum token. Well, at the end of each step, at the end of my end steps, each player can create a Sanctum, which is a land that taps for any mana. And you just can't attack me if you do it. And I am at the moment cloning her. I'm making tokens that are copies of her. And then just we're all going to get so many lands. Just huge, huge tracts of land. Huge, huge tracts of land. How was the game, Doc? I saw like the start of it, but that's when I was starting stream, is when you guys were starting the ungame. Which is another thing I want to look at. I've always thought about building an uncommander deck, and just never got around to doing it because they're harder to find. There's no way to just like there is probably. It's just not. If you don't like, I'm not good at using Scryfall. Hey zombie, what's up, friend? Cards I gotta cut still. I still need to cut 8 more cards for huge tracts of land. One with Infinity Elemental. I don't know what that card is. So we get this. As I've said a million times, my card knowledge is poo-poo. Alright, okay. It's infinite. Well, infinite, that's flavor text says it's so infinite flavor text. Okay. Has infinite power.
And someone who matches two creatures together from any base road I got with these braces over at class. I just told him my board is insane. Combo of creatures so everyone died. Yeah, I saw your commander was just pull two cards out and mush them together. I think this one, I can just draw a card, but I think for 7 mana, I don't think he's worth. I don't have a lot of, I guess he would trigger a lot of ET landfalls, but I think I gotta cut the bean. I do have things that turn my, I don't know. I also have a, this is my list of currently working on building decks. These 5 more. This is also going to be a clones deck. I'm going to make clones of the as many clones as I can of the Nephilims. And then this is fun just because one of the earliest cards I ever remember seeing was the original Pacifism, which you have to use the crack art. You need to use the Infernal Spawn of Evil. Is it good? Infernal Spawn of Evil. First time trample. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. It's just the flying trample first strike. Go check the water. It should be boiling by now. Right. I've been boiling for a minute.
Oh, what about the new one I just bought? Package. A small package. A big new one. Yeah. Well, it's for both of us. So probably just over half. I think, or about half. The new ones are pretty big, right? So about half. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know how long that is.
I go get food started. But yes, the giving an infinite power creature flying first strike trample might be good. For some unknown reason, that could possibly be good. Sorry, back to what I was doing. Just don't a lot of the cards turn. Okay, this is okay because it costs a lot, but that's not actually that great for this deck. So cut it. We got at 8. So that's not ever gonna cost that much. Lands they control. That's just fun. Give you all a bunch of lands, then oh, what happened? What happened? I got 6 more cards. Gotta tell Biggie. Gotta go tell Biggie Miggs. This right here, that's normal amount of lands. Not his 33.
I got lots of lands. How many you running? 33? Motherfucker, that is not a lot of lands. Oh. Bird. Bad. Bad zombie. Bad. It's not fine. I still get mana flooded. Mana flooded at 34? That's crazy. Listen. Yeah, you can't get mana flooded, just get mana fucked. Ask Biggie Mix. And did. I'm pretty sure, Doc, we had a game once, way back when, where you never drew your 4th land before the game was over. You were playing your what is his name? The dragon. That was the fucking big bad for 20 years. I don't think you did. I think you spent the entire game discarding the hand size. Because we kept asking if you wanted to, like, do the rampant growth thing, where it's like, you wanted to discard a card and go get a basic land? What's his name? Why am I forgetting his fucking name? You still chomping on that same noodle? Did she find another one?
I think she's eating.
Oh, okay. I don't think I need. No, I already cut it. Yeah, I already cut that. Because my lands are coming in on my end stack. Yeah, no. It was, what is his name? The dragon. The fucking Ugin's brother. My brain is... How am I forgetting the guy who's the big bad of fucking Magic for, like, 20 years? Like, basically since I stopped playing until like, fucking, War of the Spark. Oh... Prince of Egypt. Religious movie, but banger ass movie.
Hush now, my baby, be still, love, don't cry. Sleep.
Yeah, we cut 3 more cards. I mean, we could cut 3 lands. This deck makes its own lands.
Sleep and remember my last lullaby.
Chaos Forward, Peace Within, Hero Intervention, Quick Spiral maybe cut? This deck doesn't actually have a lot of draw. Oh yeah, it does. It draws all the time with lands coming in, doesn't it? It's expensive, but... you know what? Cut Breath Spile. Breath Spile. Breath Spile! He's there for the no max hand size, but also, again, a mana dump and a way to execute somebody. Yeah, I'm also drawing cards every turn with that. Nico Bolas, Jesus Christ. Yeah, it was a while back. It was the first time I played against your Bolas deck. Pretty sure the first time I'd ever seen it. And yeah, you bricked entirely.
Hey, Aloof, thank you for the follow, you beautiful, lovely friend. I appreciate you so very much. Yeah, say, if you want to try to get some tabletop simulator Magic games in, feel free to join the Discord. You can play Magic. Magic? You ever have that pet card you really want to build a deck about, but you just can't ever figure it out? That's this fucker right here for me. I just really want to build a deck centered around that card. I just can't. Doesn't work. My brain hasn't been able to figure out what I want to do with it yet. Alright, so this deck does make a ton of land, so we'll go ahead and cut that. I need to cut a few mountains here. Put those into forest. Small amount, we'll go down to a minimum number of mountains. One more forest. Mostly forest. Oh, it's because, is it because she's not legally yet? She's not legally yet. Look at that. Core 2. Oops, all Liliana's. Wasn't that, doesn't Olivia have that? Tokens. Lands. Clubs, there you go. Alright, so my goal with this deck, this deck's gonna be terrible. This is a bracket 2 of bracket 2s. Because this deck, speaking of getting land flooded, this works. My commander costs what, 4? Yeah. Okay. So, bam. I'm missing a color though. Uh-oh. 2. 3. This is bad. Whoop. Alright, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna cast that for at least 3. And we'll say 2 people played 1 into it. So we're gonna draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I just realized the problem. I don't have a lot of color fixing. That might be a problem. I'll have to look into that. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I need command tower tapped because I need that. That has to be a forest, or I guess that does not matter. Alright, commander's out. And then, alright, end of combat. That we'll get a. The sanctuary tokens don't exist yet, it looks like. No, so we'll just do an everywhere token, which is very similar. Just the land. It's another land that taps for every color. But this actually this one does not work because that's every color. Whatever, it's fine. We're just deck testing at the moment. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh look, AC's out. Planeswalkers, nice. I do this. We'll just draw a card. Tap that, play that. We'll go to end step and get another one of those. We'll actually turn. We'll also draw a card because of that. Alright. Each time creature you control. Okay, that's not helpful at the moment. Actually, that might not be one I want to run, but well, we'll figure it out. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Cast. Need a blue. Cast that, which will make a token of her. Isn't legendary. Oh. Oh. Oh.
That's fine. Yeah, that's still good.
Alright, so yeah. That makes a token there. I don't think I played land for turn. Play land. Did I play land for turn? Turn 7. 6 land. Nope. Turn land. Turn land. Which draws me a card. 1, 2, 3, 4 to play a Chocobo. Maybe 5. Chocobo Racetrack. We go to Instep. We make 2 of these, which draws 2 cards. Oh, I make 3 cards. Draws 2 cards and makes 2 burbs. Yeah, no, this deck, even at bracket 2, this deck's gonna work, I feel like. Next turn, and yeah. Shift to X target permanents, create a opening copy to that permanent. Yeah. Yeah, this deck's gonna work. Bracket 2 jank, but it's gonna work. Alright, though I think it's time to wrap up. I gotta go finish making din din for the wifey. Well, lunch for her, because she hasn't eaten today. Friends, I appreciate you coming in and hanging with me. I appreciate y'all coming in and chatting here at the end. Whoa, hey, quit chewing on yourself. Hey, quit. Appreciate y'all coming and chatting with me here for a bit. We are going to play next week. Yeah, next week. Tuesday we'll be here with something, as I don't have to go grocery shopping, so I'll be on a little earlier. I might paint on Tuesday. I don't know. Because Thursday will be wifey stream, because I work again on Friday, which means Friday stream will be random, and Saturday I'm off. I have a fucking meeting super early in the goddamn morning, which is annoying as fuck. But we'll figure that out. Let's go raid somewhere. You know, speaking of Magic, let's go raid Uber Guitar Guy, dude. As I was saying earlier, if you want a community that's great for getting games together for Magic, motherfucker's got games going at all times in his server. So, my server's not so much. I try to get people to come, but it's just, you know, we don't play as much. You know, we have a much smaller community. So we're gonna raid Uber Guitar Guy, or Uber Guitar Dude, Uber Guitar Guy. All right, guys, I appreciate you all. Stick around for the raid, stick around for the credits, and as always, I'll see you all again next time.